it's going to be a tough challenge, but we're just ready. That's all. We're just on to the next one now.
Thanks, Jacob. We'll take questions next. Jacob, if you put your hands in the queue, I'll go through. We'll start off with Jerry Carino.
Hey, Jacob. Yeah, let's talk about that next one, and it's Houston. And what does that mean to you and to your family? That's obviously a real familiar name to the youngs.
It means a lot, Grew up when I growing up, I was just around U of H at a young age, just going up there with my dad. He was a coach, and just being around so many great players that was at U of H, it just means a lot, especially coming back home, playing the hometown team where I'm from, and I know a couple of those guys, so it's gonna be fun.
So next, Zach.
Jacob, what's kind of the feeling this team has? You come off such a historic win. Do you sense that win kind of adds motivation to keep this going?
Oh, real motivation to keep this going. We celebrated, but then we came back down to earth and said we got another one on Sunday. So, it's all about just sticking together. We know that that can't be the end. That game, we're just gonna keep on pushing and sticking together, trying to go as far as we can and make a deep run.
We'll go next to Aaron Bregman.
Jacob, you guys have been out there now, I think, about a week and a half. You played at Lucas Oil a couple times last week. Even though the stakes are really high, is it almost a bit of normalcy setting in, and is that a good thing in terms of helping you guys get ready for the big task at hand?
We played there, but I don't, maybe they changed the courts up or something, but we kind of got a good feel for Lucas Oil, and I feel like no matter what we play, I feel like all of us are going to be ready, and all my teammates, we're all going to be ready, coaching staff. We're going to be ready to go, no matter what we play.
We'll go over next to Tom Canavan from the AP.
Hey, Jacob, how you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Good. How tough is this going to be for your father? Is he going to wear a Rutgers shirt? He's going to wear a Houston shirt? Half a shirt of each, or what?
I'm pretty sure he's gonna wear a Rutgers shirt first, because he can't. I'm his blood. I'm his son. He gonna always have the U of H love for him, but it's different when. I'm pretty sure it's different when your son or somebody that you raised is playing for your alma mater, playing against your alma mater, and I know he just hyped for it. Really, I don't think he really wants us to win, but it's a U of H thing. I really don't know. I haven't really talked to him about it, but I'm pretty sure it's me to win.
Thank you.
We'll go over to Mark Berman from Fox in Houston.
Jacob, can you hear me?
Yep.
How you doing, man?
Doing good.
So you've touched on it a little bit. Can you talk about your emotions heading into this game? What's this like for you? What's it like for your dad? Playing against a team that you know some of the coaches. How are you dealing with all this?
Just a lot on my mind. Just really pumped up. Just can't wait. Just going into it, just thinking of how my dad and what he did for the program back in the '80s, and just trying to really just trying to really beat Houston. Who wouldn't want to beat like your hometown team? And I feel like going to this game, we got a lot of confidence off last game, and I feel like we're together now. We've been together. I feel like we're so connected now. We're ready to go for Sunday.
What was it like for you when you saw you were in Houston's region?
Oh, it felt great. I was like, yeah, we gotta get this win so we can play them. I can't wait. That's like, oh man, y'all don't understand what's going through my mind right now. I'm just so pumped up and ready. There's so many thoughts going through my mind. I don't even know what to say.
Thanks, Jacob. Good talking to you.
Talking to you too, my guy. H-Town.
We'll go over to Steve Politti.
Hey, Jacob, has Coach Michael ever talked to you about his playing days in the NCAA tournament? Has he ever told you stories about, when UConn was making it for the first time and how deep they went?
Not really. He doesn't really talk about it. I haven't really talked about it with him either, but he gives like little glimpses of them. I can't really remember, but he'll say something like what his coach used to do or something like that, but he doesn't really doesn't really talk to it. I haven't talked to him about it like personally or anything. But I'm pretty sure his experience is great.
Thanks.
We'll go over to Chris Collin.
Hey, Jacob, just, you could see last night that you guys were obviously feeding off of the Rutgers fans who had made the trip. Just not being able to play in front of them this year, the energy level, the kind of connection that this group has had with them before. You just talk about what that kind of has meant and what role that can play tomorrow.
Well, it meant a lot, not playing in front of fans and all year, and to see our fans come way from Jersey to Indianapolis yesterday before the game. That really filled our fire, and I feel like that got us going. Seeing them represent us and just they all got our jerseys on and just ready for the game. And coming away from Jersey, that's like, we just thank them so much for that. And I kind of feel like that got us going last night too. We missed our fans. It was like we were being reunited with them last night.
We'll go to Keith Sargent.
Jacob, you touched on going back to Lucas Oil, but the experience that you got from the Big Ten tournament as a shooter, the bigness of it, did it take a while to adjust to it? And going back to it, could that be an advantage that you kind of experienced it?
I don't really believe in that type of stuff. I feel like just got to come. It's a mind thing at the end of the day. I feel like if we come with the right mindset and eliminate those thoughts, and I think we'll come out. Well, shooting the ball, I think we'll just come out shooting the ball great. I feel like that's a mind thing at the end of the day. I know it feels different, but I feel like at the end of the day, it's a mind. Everything's a mind game with me, and if we get past that part, we won't even worry about it. We'll be ready to play.
If I could just follow up, does it feel like you've been in Indianapolis for like a year now at this point? I mean, it just seems like 10, 11 days. I
feel like I've been in Indianapolis about a month, going on 2 months now. Especially on the way to the game on the bus, just seeing everything that you seen a week ago when you weren't locked down in a hotel, and you just feel like man, like we've been here for a while, but it's only been a week and a day, 2 days, so about 9 days, but it's been fun, and hopefully can make a deeper run into the NCAA tournament.
Just make sure everyone, if you have your hand in the queue, whether you've lowered it, if you don't have a question, I'm going to try Zach Bazilio next.
Jacob, you said you're familiar with those guys. How, kind of give us some background. I mean, do you go spend time in the off season at Houston? How do you know some of the guys on their team?
I really only know. I know Fabian. I know a few of them, but I don't really know them like that. But I just know them from just being around in Houston, open gyms, played against them in high school. Just stuff like that. I don't really just know them as just growing up with them or being around them as friends or anything. But I just know them through basketball in Houston. That's really about it.
I guess, and to follow up on that, I mean, how good do you guys need to play tomorrow? They're obviously a very good team. What is the confidence level you guys have that you can find a way to win tomorrow?
Oh, our confidence level is high. I feel like we just go out there and just play our game and not try to play nobody else's game. We'll be all right. Play hard. Play Rutgers basketball.
Do we have anything else for Jacob? Maybe Mark Berman or anyone else?
Yeah, I didn't get my hand in, but if I could ask Jacob one more question, that'd be great. Jacob, what would it mean to you personally and for Rutgers coming to beat your hometown team?
Oh, it'd mean a lot. I know one thing. If we do get the win, we can go home back to Houston with a big smile on my face.
Do we have one from Joseph Duarte? All right, Joseph, if you're not on there, anybody else for Jacob? All right, thanks, guys. We got one? No, I'm sorry.
It's all good. Straight.
Thanks, Jacob.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
right, guys, we're gonna bring Myles Johnson in now to finish us off. If anybody has any questions, if you want to raise your hand in the queue under the reactions tab there. All right, Myles, thanks for joining us. If you want to just, I guess, start us off with kind of your thoughts on the game last night and what it was like to get a win in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, it was just a tremendous feeling, like kind of like weight off our shoulders. We made it, and we didn't just want to make it. We kind of wanted to make a statement too and prove that we belong and everything. So just win in the first round was just very huge, and I think we're just going to carry that same momentum into the next game.
Take our first question from Jerry Carino.
Hey, Myles, could you just tell us what happened with your ankle and back and how you're feeling today and what your prognosis is?
The going up to block Nick Honor's little floater kind of just fell pretty awkwardly. It was kind of like my tailbone, and Rich got there to me and just asked me how I feel and everything, and kind of just massage. We have like little massage guns to put that on during the game. So a lot of adrenaline in the tournament. So adrenaline got me through that one. And then a little bit later on, I went for a rebound and kind of just like my ankle kind of like dragged it on the floor. It kind of tweaked a bit, but other than that, I'm working with Rich right now. Hopefully, I'll be ready for the game and everything tomorrow.
We'll go to Keith Sargent and then Steve Politti.
Myles, just to follow up on that, are you confident that you're going to play? And if you do, can you just talk about the advantage that you might be able to have against Houston, a little bit smaller front court, but are you confident that you are going to play?
Oh, yeah, confident I'm going to play. Rich is one of the best trainers we have and best trainer around, so I'm pretty sure he's going to have me right. And, I've been working all throughout the night. I had the stim machine on and everything, just make sure I'll be right. So, if I do play tomorrow, then the whole size thing is going to be huge, especially last game. I had the size and got a lot of rebounds and stuff like that. So just playing to that advantage that I have would be great.
About sort of a contrast in style, Houston against Clemson versus Clemson. Do you like playing a game against a team that runs the ball down the court, that likes to score a lot of points, and is it sort of liberating for you guys offensively that you can get in the transition a little bit and push the ball yourselves?
I feel like playing against those solid teams, it kind of like, you're going to play to their energy. They don't play really slow like some of the teams we have played before. So they play fast and we kind of play fast with them. So it's it was more like a back and forth than we'll run down and score. Then we'll have to sit down and wait for them to like run their whole entire offense and everything. So playing against those style teams is a little bit more fun-paced game.
We'll go next to Tom Canavan and then Zach.
Hey, Myles, when you look back at the game last night, do you guys have to be better to win?
Oh, yeah. Every game you watch the film after, there's a whole bunch of points that you could look at and be like, oh, yeah, we need to improve here and there. But we have a good group of guys, and I think we take the same mindset and the same energy and stuff like that we brought to the first game. We bring that to the next game. I think we'll be very well set off. Yeah,
because when I look at it, there's such a fine line between winning and losing that it's remarkable.
Yeah, especially in the tournament, it's a one-possession game. As we've seen in a whole bunch of the other games, it can go away in the snap. It can go away in one possession, go away in one shot. So, every possession is important here, and we got to take it a little bit more serious and put a little more effort into each and every play.
Myles, what do you guys have to do tomorrow? They're probably one of the better teams you guys have faced, right up there with the likes of an Illinois or an Iowa. What has to happen for you guys tomorrow to advance?
I always say stick to the blueprint. Play Rutgers basketball. We'll do what we're known to do. Play defense, rebound the basketball. Play together, play connected, pass the ball, flow in offense and stuff like that, and rely on our brothers, and we'll be well off just as any other game that we played this season.
To follow up real quick, Myles, you guys are one win away from the Sweet 16. I mean, can you kind of put into context what that is like to Rutgers hadn't won a tournament game since 1983, and now here you guys are, one win away from, obviously making history.
Yeah, no, that would be history, but we're looking at it as we still have to win this game. Take it one step at a time. We have focus on Houston, and after we beat them, then we made history and we'll be that team. But right now we're just focused on the game at hand.
We'll go next to Chris Carlin and then Aaron Brightman.
Hey, Myles, asked this to Jacob, to the fans that were there last night. The fact that you guys haven't been able to play in front of them this year, just kind of the role they played in, and knowing the connection that was obviously there over the last couple of years, and with the success that you guys have had at home, what effect that have, what it can have tomorrow?
Oh yeah, my mother, father's little sister, and my dad's sister were all at the game, and I haven't seen any of them since the last quarantine when everything got shut down. So, and even with this whole quarantine now, I didn't really get to go talk to them and actually physically touch and hug them and everything. But just seeing them alone was a great feeling. And I know a lot of the team, everyone's family came out, and just all the support of New Jersey coming out too. It felt like we're pretty much playing at home. Clemson had 5 people compared to our 100 and something Jersey people. So it was just a great feeling and a great atmosphere. And all these games we played this season with no fans, it was actually kind of weird, to have fans again. It felt kind of weird, that was the out of the normal thing. But just having them there gave us the little lift, and after each score or big play, the whole arena was rocking, and they got that arena rocking even though it was limited capacity too. So shout out to them, and I appreciate all the support and everyone coming out.
Myles, when you play a team like Houston that's really good on the glass, especially offensively, and you being the top rebounder on the team, do you feel an added responsibility? And is there anything that you kind of maybe talk to your teammates about in terms of making sure that rebounding is a high priority?
Oh yeah, I was the lead rebounder each and every game. I go into the game knowing I have to crash glass each and every time. But Caleb, huge rebounder on our team, had a double yesterday. I told him it's about time. He got his double in for the season. Perfect timing too. Great game to have it. I'm confident all my brothers are going to crash the glass just as much as I do. We all try. It's not like no one tries and it's all on me. Everyone goes to the glass. It's just I end up getting them more times than not. So, I'm pretty confident that everyone's going to clash the glass because that's kind of what we do and who we are. So, attacking the glass is the focus of the game, and especially for our size advantage. So, I think a lot of people get some rebounds next game.
We'll go to Jerry Carino and then Steve Politti.
Myles, have you logged in and worked for IBM this week?
Yeah, I worked earlier this week. I accumulated some sick time. They're very flexible. They know I'm here and they understand basketball is so important and everything. This is the tournament, so they just told me check in when I can, and if not, it's A-okay. So, but yeah, I got some early hours in, and we had the quarantine when we first got here. But other than that, I've been focused with the team and everything.
All right, thanks.
It might be hard to call in sick, Myles. They probably know where you are. If they...
Yeah. My laptop has tracking and everything. They know exactly where I am.
Or put on the TV also would work. Just curious, when did you become aware that Jacob's dad played for Phi Slama Jama, and did you ever go back and go to YouTube and watch some of the highlights of that team and just how generational successful that team was?
Oh yeah, I remember I watched. There was an E60 or something on Phi Slama Jama a long time ago, and I've actually watched it. And then when JY came here and they told us his dad was part of that, it kind of just clicked and I remembered. But yeah, no, just having adding to the Rutgers, we have so many legendary children on our team. We have JY, we got Ron, so we got a lot of great people to look up to in the stands.
Go to Zach.
Myles, to talk about Jacob, what feels, what has he kind of meant to this team? Obviously, he was huge yesterday in that big run, and the Minnesota game, he kind of took over down the stretch. I mean, it seems like his energy when he's going really gets you guys kind of going in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the most least talked about things is JY is the fastest human being I've ever seen in person. Literally, I've never seen anyone faster than him. So he just brings that. He brings that to the game. He brings his energy, his toughness, his will to win. His will to win is huge. And other teams, I honestly don't expect that level of speed in a basketball player because he's literally a track star. Like if you want to play track, I'm more than positive you play track here and do very well. So just him and running around getting steals, fast breaks, and stuff like that brings so much energy to the team.
Go back to Jerry Carino is the last one I see.
I think you
So you just put it down. Anything else for Myles? I think that's all we got for you, Myles. Thanks for the time, and go get over to practice. Get ready for Houston.
Yeah,